Welcome to Creative Brews. I'm Kristen, and this is your weekly dose of creativity, where photography, design, and life come together. So, grab your favorite drink, and let's talk about what's brewing. Hello, and welcome back to another episode. I believe this is episode 6, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy because it's a little over a handful of episodes now. Today I have a guest. So, you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name's Patrick. Also have a YouTube channel that I currently just started back. That's Fallen Hero Explorers. Basically, just me exploring hobbies, urban exploring, cosplay, and maybe podcasts at some point if I ever get to it. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, so I will link his YouTube below so that way you guys can check it out. It's a lot different than what I do over here on my channel, but it's still kind of similar in some ways, I guess you could say. It's a branch of, there you go. So today's episode, I've got some questions here about relationships. I thought that would be interesting.
Oh, that is very interesting. Very.
Yeah.
Very much so.
So, and then if this becomes a hit or if you want to come back, then I've got some possible other topics that we could do.
Let's go for it.
It doesn't always have to be about relationships. We can do literally any topic that you want to do, so it'll be fun.
Let's go for it. Why not?
Right. So, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with, do you want to start with fun and lighthearted, thoughtful and deep, fun and hypothetical, or just regular questions? There's 4 categories.
I'll let you pick. Surprise me. Surprise me.
Okay, we'll just do a regular question.
Okay.
Each category has 2 or 3 questions. So, in the regular questions, what's the best way for us / almost, combine those two together, those 2 words together. What's the best way for us to resolve conflicts?
You want me to go ahead and answer that?
Yeah, and I'll answer too.
My opinion. It's my opinion. Nowadays, you do have to say that.
Yeah, all of these are our opinions, and you might disagree. So if you do, that's fine. But
I think the best way of resolving anything that comes with any type of relationship, whether it's romantic, friend relationship, family relationship, is the number one key, and I think this is a key in mostly any type of argument or anything: communication. I think that's the most important thing, because people tend to not want to communicate, and then you don't know basically what the problem is and how to handle conflict or any type of problem you have.
Yeah, I feel like I agree with that one, because if you don't have communication, and if the other person just thinks that you can read their mind, it's not going to work, because you'll be on one page, I'll be on a separate page, and then if you don't talk about it or have the proper communication, then you're going to have issues.
Exactly. You may not have issues at the beginning, but eventually it will creep its ugly head up.
It'll bubble, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Something simple would be I remember I went to a different Walmart than you did because I didn't communicate. I
When,
wasn't like, oh, well, which one are we going to?
and keep in mind, both of these WalMarts are maybe less than 10 minutes from where we live. So I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of understandable doing that. But we just said, well, I'm going to Walmart. You're going to Walmart. Okay. Well, I went to one. She went to one. And this coincidentally was not the same Walmart. Because we
Right.
obviously did not communicate. I mean, we communicated to the point of knowing where we were going, but not exactly the correct location of that same place.
Right.
But it was okay because it didn't become a conflict because we continued talking about it, and there was no one was upset. I mean, I wasn't upset. I don't know.
Oh, you
I don't
know.
think she was upset about it, but
No, I felt bad because I just automatically thought that we were going to the to one of the WalMarts, and yeah, it was a
well,
funny. It was funny. I
no.
thought.
I mean, I got to do two WalMarts.
All right, so I guess we'll just go ahead and finish out the regular questions because it's just two.
Okay.
The other one is, what do you think is the key to keeping a relationship strong and healthy? I would say, well, communication's one of them.
Oh yeah, communication I think is key for. Like I said, it's a continuous thing because you have to have it.
Yeah.
I think besides communication, respect.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think respect is a big one because if you don't have respect for yourself or anyone else, how are you gonna have respect for that person that you're supposed to be in a relationship with? That especially if you're sharing housing with or you have a child with, um, they gonna see that. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean that communication, respect can go towards family, friends, your own children as well.
Right.
You can lose that respect. But with a loved one, I feel like communication and respect is you can't have one or the other. I mean, they both have to exist in the same place.
Right.
So you can't just have communication but then don't have respect because you got to have respect that person to have that communication, and it goes
Yeah.
both ways. You can't one person respect and the other one doesn't. It's a team effort. And what's a relationship? A team.
Right.
I think it's a team. Whether you want to say it or not, it's a team. So
It takes two.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree. Trying to think of. I mean, yeah, communication, respect, and understanding too of
Oh
the
yeah.
other person is what I would probably add. But other than that, I would agree with you.
Being sympathetic, like
Yeah,
understanding and
yeah,
sympathetic is basically the same, right?
right.
So
Where you're
like
coming from and
exactly,
all
if you're
that.
going through things or something from your past or anything mental health is very important,
Yeah.
and being sympathetic for someone that's going through something because not everyone goes through the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you may go through something I may not go through, or same thing, like I try to tell you things with from experience I've had from relationships or having kids because I have obviously I have older kids besides the son that we have together.
Yeah.
So it comes from responsibilities and experience. And
Right.
obviously, I'm not going to, bore her or worry her to death with it because people do get tired of hearing, oh, I knew this, I knew that. But it comes with being sympathetic with knowing these type of things or going through something like if you have something that's upset you, being
Right.
sympathetic, being
Yeah.
understanding, hey, they need some space or something
Yeah.
like that. I mean,
Being considerate
well, I
of
don't want
one
to step
another.
all over what your answer was on that, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, you're good. I mean, that's basically what I would say too. I hope that The background.
Well, they do. That's our son over there. So you just have to deal with it. That's like having a child. So, oh well.
Yeah, right. So right now, our son is literally not behind the camera, but adjacent from the camera, and he's in his little swing.
So he hears us, and obviously he's like, well, "Can I be a part of that?" Well, not yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's obviously he wants to be part of what we're doing at the moment. So he's talking basically.
Yeah, and he's probably like, well, I can hear y'all, but I can't see you.
Exactly.
Because we're literally in the kitchen. Like, not even, a few...
Yeah, new little setup for Kristen over here. So.
Yeah. So, yeah. Definitely not to get off on a different subject, but when I do the next episode, the setup will be a lot different.
Green screen, guys. Ooh, don't want to spoil anything. We'll see how it goes. Maybe little upgrades. We'll see how it goes.
Maybe the green screen, but we recently got our little computer area set up, so it'll definitely be the computer in the background, and a few camera things, a few
Kristen
knickknacks.
will be making magic. She'll be making magic in our podcast, and everyone should stick around and continue watching because she's got great things to come.
Yeah. I mean, every episode is different, and that's what I like about it.
See, hers is a lot more proper. Mine, I'm in the woods somewhere trying to survive a broken down house so far if you check out my channel. And I'm not going to be promoting that, but either way, this right here is a little bit more organized and a little bit more technical than mine. So, yeah. But we'll get back on topic, I guess. We don't keep going off. But, that's a podcast for you, right? Sometimes you get a little distracted, and that's okay. Because we're having fun.
Like I said before, I'm pretty sure I've said this in a previous episode, but I've got my little setup here just so, you can keep on track, sorta. But, yeah, you are going to get off track here and there, but...
Exactly.
I think that is what makes the podcast interesting, especially when you do have someone else in the episode with you. So,
well, I mean, that's what makes it interesting, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be thrown off. You get comfortable, and then you start wanting to, say answers or be more open.
Yeah.
When you're more comfortable, right?
Right.
And how us humans are, right?
Oh yeah.
We still are like that nowadays, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we'll move on from that.
The majority of us. Okay, so let's get deep for a minute.
Ooh. Deep.
So thoughtful and deep.
Okay.
What is your well, we kind of went over that. I'm not gonna say that one again. We'll skip that one.
Okay.
Because it says, what's your idea of a healthy relationship? We already went over that.
Communication, respect, sympathy.
And we already went over that. Okay, well, here's a good one. What's your favorite memory of us together so far? Now, mind you, we've been going out for, we've been together for,
What do you say? Almost a year and a half. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Right? Great things happen, I mean, did you want to go ahead and say a good memory, or did you want me to go ahead?
You go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
First.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think the proper way of saying that, and it could be a trick. Anybody can tell you and try to figure out what a good memory is, and they go, I wonder what their good memory is. So, honestly, I think the right proper answer to that, I mean, I'm going to give you one, but every little simple memory, sitting next to you and being able to communicate and hang out with you, especially when, I love, our son being here, but even dealing with or, hanging out with you when you're pregnant and experiencing that together.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's a lot of good memories. There
are a lot of good ones.
And, obviously that's a son moment, so I can't really say the hospital, him being born. So I would say between us,
Yeah.
I mean it's a hard one. I think in general, basically being, I guess, like the fall and around the Halloween time when we kind of got to experience the chill weather and being inside
Mhm.
and obviously you were pregnant, so you got to kind of be able to cuddle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's manly. It can be manly to cuddle too. There's nothing wrong with that. But
That's funny.
I guess that's some good memories. I mean, even we went to Richmond. We went to
Oh yeah.
the not Galaxy
That
Con, but
was
it was a horror con, yeah. And that was a good
that was
memory.
fun. That was my first con.
Yeah, so that was a good memory. We got to go on a little road trip for the first time, for both of us
Yeah.
together. So that was a fun memory. But like sometimes those a big memory like that is fun, but sometimes those simple ones, just being around each other is a good memory. So I
Yeah.
think every moment's a good memory. Like this is a good memory.
Yeah. This is
Playing around with the
definitely.
microphones and doing all that. That's a good memory.
Oh yeah.
So
I would say I definitely agree with you. I would say maybe also whenever we first met each other, like how it all began. Because you're meeting someone for the first time, you don't really know how it's gonna go or where it's gonna go or how,
mhm.
So yeah, I would say obviously we have a lot of very good memories. I like all of them. But I guess if I had to pick one, I would say the how it all began.
How it all began.
Okay. Um, we'll go to fun and lighthearted.
Okay. Fun.
So, if we were in a movie, what would be our love story's title? Oh,
Meaning like a movie title, right?
yeah. What would our love story's movie title be? Oh, jeez.
Why does true love take so long?
That's a good one.
No, seriously though. Don't get me
Or where
wrong.
have you
I'm not trash talking no one from my past, but I'll just say that, like I've told Kristen before, like this is the first time I've experienced something that feels more like, I guess, a true love type of thing. Everyone goes through their own thing where they feel like they're more loved or they experience things a little bit more. But I definitely have to say that I think that's a proper title, from my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because sometimes it takes a long time. To find something that you really, you know, love or appreciate, or being appreciated, from, because that goes a long ways.
Yeah.
Because you go through a lot of bad times, but the good thing is they don't always last. May take time, but they don't always last.
Yeah.
What's your title? I'm curious.
um.
No cheating. Can't be an existing movie title. No Googling.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me Google real quick.
Right.
Let's ask Chat GPT.
Oh no.
AI. That, not to go off on veer off the path here, but one of the episodes I have planned is basically will be from AI, an AI episode.
John Connor's gonna appear at some point, and he's gonna look at you and say, "I'm very disappointed in you."
So yeah,
They warned us. They warned us.
I plan on AI is gonna plan on what the episode should be, what I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
and everything. I think it'll be interesting.
That'd be pretty interesting. It's kind of scary, but interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I might even include like the clip of me asking,
I have to be here for that one.
yeah. Oh well, your title's very good. I would say something like, I don't know. Why do you have to save the best for last?
There you go.
It's not as good as yours.
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, we get the point,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Right?
a bad title.
Oh, come on, it's not bad.
There's not a ring to it, like if you actually saw it as a movie or something, you wouldn't be like, ooh.
I don't know. There's some pretty bad titles out there. Some of them get really bad. There are movies out there that they forget they're even a sequel and they don't even put a number on it anymore. They're just like, they just say the name and I'm like, I'm so confused. It gets so complicated they have to put the year beside of the film now when they list it online because now they don't even know because of the title.
Yeah.
So, no. I know getting off topic, but yes, I think your title is perfectly fine. We get the gist of it.
Yeah.
And
okay, well.
Yeah, I appreciate the title. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay, so we'll go back to, well, we finished off the regular ones.
Mm-hmm. We're still in the deep, right?
We went to fun and lighthearted.
Oh, fun, yes, because we're having fun.
Now, do you want to do deep again or hypothetical?
I'll let you pick. It's your podcast.
We'll do hypothetical.
Ooh.
So,
Big word.
Would you rather go on a spontaneous road trip with me or a luxury vacation? I think I know the answer.
Obviously, road trip.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I feel like when those... I hate to jump off of it, but I feel like any type of vacation that's labeled as a luxury vacation are always the most miserable vacations. Because you're always waiting in line somewhere.
Oh,
or
yeah.
just... Everyone just kind of starts disliking it. And then it goes back to, we're not enjoying ourselves. But no, I think the road trip's fun because you don't know what you might get into.
Right.
And those memories, there you go. You're making memories instead of sitting at a luxury hotel or vacation like everyone else that's there.
Right.
Looking miserable.
Miserable and uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree. Or definitely a road trip.
Road trip. Exactly.
And then you can stop randomly along the way or whatever.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing you didn't say anything else.
What if I said luxury?
No, I know her at this point, and she'd say road trip.
Yeah.
I pretty much know that.
I knew you would say road trip.
Exactly, because we've had that communication. We've talked about it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. What's the most embarrassing moment you've had with me? Have you had an embarrassing moment? I don't think we have. I mean, other than, like, your typical, I farted. But, like, I mean, like, real embarrassing.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a story, and this one can go either way, and it's very unbelievable. So an embarrassing moment, right? So we had just brought our son home. He hasn't been home very long at all. And I've been there beside, Kristen and my son through everything. So our bedroom is upstairs. So she, obviously going through a pregnancy, they don't recommend going up and downstairs. So I would go, downstairs and help and grab anything that she needs. So I say an embarrassing moment is what happened to me.
Oh.
So you remember the honey bun situation?
Oh, God. Yeah, that That's a
Okay,
crazy move.
I'm not a very big fan of honey buns.
That's what he says.
So let me tell you, we didn't get much sleep in the hospital. We were there for what, a week? A little over a
About
week at this point.
week.
So we,
And toward the end, we did not get
yeah,
any sleep. I mean, I think I was going on almost 48 hours of no sleep.
yeah, and then coming home, and you have a newborn, and they sleep for a while, but you're still, everything's still off,
Trying to
right?
get a routine.
And so, I won't linger on the sleeping part, but it had a big key to it. So basically, I finally had, I think, gone to sleep
Yeah.
or something like that. And because I don't remember much after this, I left my phone upstairs. So Kristen already thought something was wrong because I was gone.
I was worried.
So
actually.
I woke up. This is very embarrassing and very scary because it made me feel bad because she was upstairs with a newborn. And I'm downstairs on the couch, passed out with 2 honey buns in each hand. Well, one in one hand, and the other one was
8.
had already been ate.
I think
There was the wrapper was still in it. May have been a little bit of residue of honey bun in it.
Did you eat all of it? I think you ate all of it.
Possibly, yeah. So, and at this point, I think it was very late at night. I think it was like what, 11 something, 10. It was late. It was late. At this point, we were already upstairs. Everything was turned off. Even the cat thought it was fine. She laid right next to me. I woke up and I'm like,
we had both cats.
Yeah, both cats. So both of the cats are laying with me on the couch. I had reclined.
Oh, God.
So apparently at some point, I don't sleepwalk. So apparently I did because I was so exhausted. And I guess stressed from the baby at the hospital and worrying about Kristen's well-being. That I psychologically woke up and decided to go downstairs and have honey buns, and lay down on the couch and pass out and forget about everything. I wake up, realize what's happened. I come running upstairs, almost like I'm begging for her to take me back because I felt so bad and embarrassed. She thinks I abandoned her and our son, and realistically, I somehow sleepwalked and grabbed some money. It sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and still to this day, I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, because I woke up and I think the light was still. I mean, that's how exhausted we were. There was a lamp that was on in the room. I got up, you know how you groggy get up, and I'm looking at the baby, making sure he's okay, making sure he's breathing, nothing's wrong or anything like that. He's sleeping great, And I look over to my left, and he's gone. His cell phone was there, and I'm like, I looked looked at the bathroom, because we have a bathroom in our room, and the light was off, so I'm just like, maybe he's using the bathroom. So I think I got up, went to the bathroom, because I needed to use it anyway, and he was nowhere to be found.
I was missing in action with honey buns.
Yeah, and I remember I opened the bedroom door because honestly I didn't know what to think. Like, what goes through your brain.
Yeah. And
these days anything can happen.
You have my cell phone. I don't even think I had my watch on me. So I had no way of communicating. She couldn't really come downstairs. One, leave our son up there.
Right.
And two,
that's what I was about to say.
She only could come downstairs a few times in a day because she was still healing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so I remember I opened our door, walked out in the hallway and looked around, and I didn't hear you down here. So I was just like, what do I do? And
that's why I said, I ran up the stairs immediately since I woke up. Like, I woke up like that, and then I was just like, what? Like, what? Like, it's the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
And that's a memory, but it's an embarrassing memory. But it happened, And I'm not lying to you. It actually happened.
Yeah, it sounds made up, but...
Right. But, if my cats could tell you, they could tell you.
Oh my gosh. Now their point of view would be hilarious. One question left for the hypothetical category.
Okay.
And it is... If we were both stranded on a deserted island, what 3 things would you bring and why? I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, because I'm very interested in that. Very interested.
So, I guess I would bring my cell phone. That would definitely be one of them, even though I probably won't be able to use it because it's a deserted island.
Well, I mean... Well, before it dies, I guess you can play on it.
Yeah, or try to call somebody. I mean, if
well,
we're on a deserted island.
Maybe they can GPS.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's an option.
Yeah, maybe. And then I would probably bring my Brita water bottle and coffee.
Okay. Is it just going to be us on the island, or is it our son going to be on the island as well?
We'll exclude our son.
Okay.
Maybe we were, on vacation. On
Gotcha.
Because,
then you got to invite the other kids as well.
Right.
And then it'd be a party. But no.
We are a party.
Yeah, we have a whole party. So you're going to bring your phone, coffee...
And my Brita water bottle.
Okay. So you can go ahead and filter out the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, you gotta stay hydrated on those islands. Might be able to find food out there somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully. So I guess my turn. My 3 items. I guess probably a fire starter. Gotta have fire.
That's
right?
A good one. Yeah.
Filter water. You can filter water with fire. You can boil water.
That's true.
Cook with fire. Light. Have light with fire. Keeps the bugs away.
Cook your food.
Exactly. I think that's the number one most important. I think mine will be a little bit more survivalist.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So since we're both here and we both get to pick 3, I guess she gets away with picking those 3, and I get to pick these.
Well, I'm sure whoever's watching, is probably going to be like,
oh, they're like, come on, you gotta have a fire.
Really? Your cell
right?
phone? You'd bring your cell phone?
Don't mind the siren out there, guys. This is real life. No, I'd fire. Obviously, fire starter. Just start a fire. I'm not literally bringing a fire with me, but probably some type of water filtration. Maybe the Brita, like you said, that'd be a smart idea. I mean, there's so many things that you could try to bring.
Oh, I know.
I think the most important would be like a machete or like a knife.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Just so you have something to cut with. Cut meat with, cut branches, any type of thing that you need cut.
Right.
But there's many different things. I guess that would be more simplified. But yeah, I think that'd be my 3 items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see who survives, right?
Yeah, really.
If she brings the coffee, we can share it.
Well, I mean, we'll be together.
I'm bringing the fire, so we can roast that coffee.
Yeah, really, I did say coffee, and
yeah.
Maybe it's instant coffee.
Yeah, you rinse out the Brita, and you can kind of drink the coffee out of it, and then reuse it for water. I guess you can do that. I mean, you're on a deserted island. At this point, what does it matter?
Yeah. I believe there's one left.
Ooh.
And then it's...
Okay. One last one. Kristen's been saving this one. I can't wait to hear what this is.
It's another hypothetical.
Oh.
I should have really got like a juicy in the...
You could.
Deep.
She could sneak that in there, though. And make it interesting. Let's see if it makes the video.
So, yeah, really. Hopefully, for the visual people out there, it's actually recording. I've been having a problem where my camera will start recording, and then I'll go and, stop the recording, and it stopped itself. So,
Hopefully it'll be okay.
yeah. Fingers crossed. So, one last hypothetical question is if we won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first thing we'd do together?
Together.
Yeah.
Well, I have two things to say about that. I know it's together, and I know I'm kind of going off of this. First thing I think I would do is make sure all my kids are taken care of.
Yeah.
I know it's a little different than what you just asked me, but I think that's the first thing. Cause I think a lot of people when they win the lottery, they first thing they go, "Oh, I want to go spend this and this. I want to buy all this and all this."
Yeah.
I think first thing I would do technically is take care of my kids. They would be taken care of. College, money for food, all that type of thing, insurance, all that's taken care of, right? But I think for me and you, since that's technically the question, right? I I would say buy a house, but I think that'd be just too easy. I think a nice like trip. I mean like places that we want to go, places that we couldn't really afford to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I always wanted to go to Japan, Germany.
Yeah. Traveling.
There's a lot of places in Europe. I mean, Asia. I mean, there's a lot of different places I would like to go. But yeah, I think that's something I would like to do with you if we won the lottery. We could put some money aside to go do that.
Yeah.
It's reasonable. Without
yeah.
winning the lottery, you just got to have the money to do so. But
Right.
but yeah, I think so. I think that's what I would like to do with you. Besides buying a
That
house.
would be awesome. Yeah. So besides the buying the house and and making sure kids are okay and all that, and their future, and besides like paying off your car stuff like
Yeah,
that.
finances. Adulting.
Yeah. After adulting,
Time to have fun.
yeah, you definitely do. That's another thing in a relationship. You gotta have fun.
Totally agree.
You actually have to like the person that you're around. I would say, obviously, definitely the traveling part. Maybe a nice cruise, or one of those traveling packages where you also like do photos and stuff like that. Like there's I can't remember what they're called, but you can basically book a trip, and the trip is wherever like you go and you sightsee around specific things
Like where
and areas.
So instead of doing all the 100% touristy things, like do some of the things that are a little out there.
Yeah,
Like some people go to like Japan and just do like Tokyo and some of the city areas.
Right.
Like go out there to the country areas, check out the different cultures and stuff. Same
Yeah.
thing with if you go to Germany or anywhere like that, you can check out different stuff like the culture. If you want to check out the beer, the coffee, type of things.
Yeah, definitely the beer and the coffee.
I mean, photography and recording, obviously, while you're
and
there.
the culture. Yeah, I definitely want to experience all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
With
It's sad that obviously you got to think about having a lottery to do those things, but it's one of those things where you dream about, right? You want to get to that point.
Yeah.
But it goes back to the memory thing, right? Like enjoying our little memories until we get to our big memories.
Oh yeah.
And so then when things happen, you remember the best memories or the little memories, the simple things, the little things,
the simple ones. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you have some big, memories here and there sprinkled in, but yeah, it's kind of like a photography. I don't know. A lot of packages like that are like photography, like lessons or something like that. But I would want this to be like we're sightseeing where we pick, and not everybody goes to those like your normal sites like the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that is pretty and beautiful. But everybody goes there, everybody has the same photo and stuff like that, unless you try to get interesting with it, but it's still the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I mean, you want to check out the some of the crazy exclusive things that you're not usually able to see, or go on hiking trips.
Like kind of like a guided tour,
Yeah,
I guess is what I'm saying.
I mean, you also have to respect their rules, but kind of going out and exploring on your own a little bit too will make it kind of fun and interesting.
But yeah, I believe that's all the questions.
Until she got some juicy one, apparently.
Yeah. Wait a minute, there's more.
There's more.
Well, I enjoyed this, and hopefully the visual, or the people who are watching, the viewers, there you go, since this is a visual podcast, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. They're out there somewhere. And then, of course, anybody who's listening, hopefully you enjoyed it. But I guess that's it.
Well, thank you for having me on your podcast.
You're welcome.
It's another memory.
Yeah, and I look forward to your podcast.
Yeah, I'll get to it at some point. I'm still doing my exploring right now, I guess. Figuring out things and just kind of having fun. I'm kind of winging it, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not really having a schedule. I know Kristen has a schedule usually.
So mine, like, it's not really, like, scripted, but, I mean, I do have, like, a little aid.
That's why I said hers is a little bit more technical, a little bit more fancy. Because she's got it planned out. Me, I get out there and I'm like, well, there's something over there. Let's go check it out. Hopefully, I'm going to Scooby-Doo it. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's funny.
But no, I appreciate you having me on here, and
you're welcome.
I'll definitely come back. I mean, we're in the same house, so I'm sure I'll jump in at some point. I'll be invited back.
Oh yeah. Definitely plan on having you back on the podcast. Like I said, there's other, little topics that we can do, and if you're watching and you have a topic that you'd like us to do, leave it in the comments below.
And like and subscribe to this podcast. Do it. There's nothing wrong with doing it, right?
It's free.
Isn't free.
Isn't that what everybody says?
Right?
It's free.
But yeah.
But yeah, and also too, I'll leave all his links below. That way you can check out his YouTube and socials.
Just me roaming around.
Yep. Alright, well, thank you, and thank you. I'll see y'all. Well, I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.